My name is Eric Bradley, and I am running for Council Place 3. I moved here from Louisiana about 15 years ago. I grew up on Intercoastal Canal. Now I have a business, Navy Cove Oyster Farm, right back on Intercoastal Canal. I started here 15 years ago, just leaving college, fresh start. Ended up running a successful restaurant business here for about 13 years. Through that restaurant business, I was able to get my own small business that I own, Navy Cove Oysters. So I'm owner and farm manager with my partners in Navy Cove Oysters down in Fort Morgan. Through the city, through here, I played kickball and met my wife, Kelly, who's a city employee. Her and I got married about 3 years ago, bought a home on County Road 8, got married at Our Lady of the Gulf right here in Gulf Shores. We have a one-year-old daughter, Claire. She goes to Holy Spirit right here on Fort Morgan Road. So basically it took us about a year and a half to get into daycare, and that was one of the reasons I decided to run. Also drive from County Road 8 all the way down to Fort Morgan every day. So I see everything that everybody else is seeing in the town with our growth and traffic and issues, labor issues. So my platform is going to be ABC, accountability, transparency. I want people to be accessible, always answer your phone, meet with your members of the community. Business, I own a small local business. I employ people here in the community, work closely. Community. Work closely with the schools here, with ecotourism, and with everybody that comes and visits us. So that's my platform that I'll be addressing, and we'll go from there. In college, I was in education to be a teacher. Did not follow that role, but I'm still teaching people through our ecotourism down here, through our oyster farm. I started our business with very, very small oyster farm, and now we've grown, very pillar of the community. Also helped found it and am on the board for the Fort Morgan Oyster Fest. So we had about 2,000 people last year. We shucked 30,000 oysters in 2 days, and all those oysters go back to the restoration of Mobile Bay. Also working with Dennis Hatfield and PJ Waters in the beginning for Little Lagoon Preservation Society was the oyster gardening. So very, very big on living shorelines, getting our environment back healthy, keeping it vibrant. Alabama we have a huge seafood industry down here, and that spurs a lot of our economy, besides tourism, which is our largest, but our seafood industry. And we have to keep our environment healthy. And there's ways we can go about doing that, which, oyster farming is one of the major ones. I think our annual Fort Morgan Oyster Festival is a nonprofit. We donate all our money back to charity. And then those oysters, those 30,000 oysters, I believe they said it weighed about the equivalent of 31 manatees or 3 adult male elephants, all went back into Mobile Bay. And we have a lot of issues going on with Mobile Bay with the dredging right now, but we're trying to get that environment back to where it needs to be. And through other projects like Leave Only Footprints, the city has done a great job of getting that environment and keeping it healthy and vibrant for our tourists. So big on ecotourism and teaching people about what we have in Alabama. Goals for the future is very important here in Gulf Shores. We've got a lot of people moving down here, and I think our diversity here is moving to a younger community. We have a lot more younger adults moving here with children. It took me a year and a half to get my daughter into daycare down here. I was having to drive to North Foley every day. So it's taken away from my time. Until we found one here right on Fort Morgan Road, which is fantastic. We love Holy Spirit. So transportation, daycare, schools. I think our current city council has done fantastic with our school system. And I work very closely with the school system, with their farm to table, with their ecotourism, going into the classroom and teaching them about the environment, teaching them about Mobile Bay, And so my goals would be to continue that education, continue the education system, improve our transportation. City of Gulf Shores has done a fantastic job of getting the airport here, but we need to move people in and out of this place to the beach and back and forth with the tourists. But our tourists have to coexist with our citizens. And our local citizens are what make this community go. And we're the ones working here every day. We're here, tourists are here a week. We're here 365 days a year. So we need to work closely with our citizens, listen to what they would want to do. Growth is going to happen. It needs to happen. And we need our tourists, because our tourists pay for, that's tax dollars. That helps our coffers to be able to afford these new projects, more parks, more sidewalks, more of a healthy living environment. We need to continue the projects that have started to make it a more mobile community, whether it's bike trails or a rail system or more Uber and Lyfts, just to get people back and forth. Continued growth is very good for our city, but we also communication is very important, and we need to communicate, and we need to work together with the cities of Orange Beach, Foley, Somerdale, Robertsdale, because all the way to Loxley, because those people are our tourists are coming down, but also our citizens are coming down and using the same roadway, same transportation. So a lot of communication, a lot of being on the same page. I know we also need to work closely with AlDOT. These are state highways, Highway 59, the Beach Road, Fort Morgan Highway are all state highways. So we need to have a good communication and rapport with Montgomery. That'd be our governor, that'd be AlDOT, and we need to make sure that it benefits our local citizens. At the end of the day, we need to put our locals that live here year-round ahead and make sure that they're in a safe environment. Transportation is easy. We need to look at our drainage, we need to look at our sewage, we need to look at retention ponds. We need to make sure that the growth in our infrastructure is ahead of the growth. So we need to have that infrastructure in place ahead of the growth. So that takes a vision, and as we know, we have a 2025 vision and we have a 2035 vision. So we need to keep hammering on those points. And I would say my fellow councilmen, incumbents, have done a fantastic job. They had the foresight of the tourists coming here after the BP spill, and they've made this community very bright, very vibrant, very beautiful. But we just need to keep making it more beautiful. Keep inviting. Bring our tourists here. We love our tourists. So thank you. Vote for Eric Bradley, Council Place 3.